Ora chitab kolenjin atochin missing ketestai ak tetutiet nebo Ikweny Emet ko notok ko makibe eng kamuget ko kimiten ketestai ak ng'alalenyon keng'ololi ak tondenyon notok ko Nimrod nekai ng'alal akobo kandoinatet nebo serikali, ng'alek chebo polotet ak tetutik chemakat keyai sikimuch keker kele katestai bororietab Kenya koityi magutik chebo bandab tai. Kobaten kora koikomwaun Nimrod ko en nguni amache ketokyingei keker kele tos ne nemakat koyai anan keyochi neranikab emoni asikomuch komong icheket en koimutik chemiten en nguni. Ako akot ngandan testai kit agenge nekokomuch koborgei en emetab Kenya ko neranik chekokomuch kochutyi icheket missing ng'alek chebo kandoinatet ako moche icheket kekosyi ng'alek chetindo noton nebo ng'alek chebo political engagement and participation. Manole tos en kereng'ung Nimrod atoshin ketestai ko tos ne neyoe neranikab emoni koik icheket underrepresented en ng'alek chebo kandoinatet?
So ikere nguno vijana chechang sahi ko understand leadership. Kingokeny koto kimokomi vijana chekicham komeche kandoinatet. Kilen ile ko biik chekikoekitu. Sahizi ngiro aspiration chebo vijana sahi chechang cheborchingei kandoinatet ngalewenisiet nenyone kochang. So kinasome ko serikali ko at least ko upliften the standards the livelihood nebo vijana in a way like ngefocusan keker ole kitoretoi vijana chechang konyor kazi. Angot ngiro crime rate kumi barak inai ile shida ko kazi. Shida neo ko kazi eng vijana.
So nguni konyolu keng'ololchindo ano neranik asikomuch icheket konai kole tinye that ability nebo konam boroinwek chebo kandoinatet. Tos mi specific ways chekimuche keng'ololchindo anan kecher ichek?
So specific ways ko encourage youth empowerments ak in SMEs, the small business enterprises ko sana sana nget kekochi vijana ko some grants through the banks kobun benki mat kobun in kinekiibu kityo program nekibunu makingen kele kabunu. Ngele sana sana kilen kakikochi vijana ako mi program nemuch konyo some of them ingen akeng'o kole komamiten through the system nebo constitution angot ile ndakisub kele kibano uni chepkondok kalyon it creates another loop nebo corruption. Ako kokeny chepkondok chemuch konyoru vijana komuch ileni kekochi loan nebo 1500 seriously makoyat biashara meche at least loans from 50,000 akwa barak. Yeah.
Most youth miten chekikomongei, which is a very small number, chekikomuch kotiaktagei akomach koik icheket kandoik, but the majority of youth they are still willing just to sit back ak kindochi biik alak amun alak ko matinye kayanet kole ndawendi nguni chamait age tugul, ngekuren ot chamait nebo UDA, ndawendi nguni chito ne a young person nebo kole amache anam boroindo nekile, ko chang neranik chemoiyoni, they don't have that trust kole bokonyoru a fair opportunity nebo kobelgei ak biik alak. How do we build that trust asikomuch konai chito kole it doesn't matter where I come from, bora kwa chito nebo Kenya, I can do it?
Nguna make the community that civic education is the narrative na kilen kimeche chi nekikoet kenyisiek, kimeche chi netindoi chepkondok, kimeche chi nelya, meche that kinet kelechi ker leadership skills chebo chito. Much ke scrutinize chito kele kotab ming'inatet nekibune tos tindoi man skills angot nda ming'in ak akilit kele tos kokon tos iwe kiongozi ne tos iwe development muta anan tos chi kityo nekakikwai nekab ako mami kii neyoe.
Koni nguni one of the pillars anan one of the points chekibo agenda nekibo serikalit noto nebo Kenya Kwanza ko ng'alek chebo digital revolution kikicher neranik kele kimoche okwek amun makomiten boisionik cheyomo okwek tugul en oliep gaa, kemoche ochutyi ng'alek chebo muswoknotetab kasari, the digital revolution, asikomuch onet first and foremost onai onyoru the skills chemokotin. Secondly, omuch accesen the international job market. Mono ale nguni ko to what extent have Kenyan youth embraced ng'alek chebo digital?
Digital koma at least ki ngele between almost 15%, and some other activities ngunas ku ya kumiti tamko ku remote task ku wiki ke mi some other things che mamakat ke my media na raji tamko otaretege vijana ngeni. So gingo na other countries kole ngak so ngele koete joto kakiche melenis ka nika active niteseta. Akyam kora kongeba ngalekab digital komakat kiyai kit nekile digital management. Kemanagen tuguk chetindo vijana chekiposteni vijana online. Some other things komakararan. Komakat konde sheria serikali kole ne posteni kora vijana. Let us not misuse our digital social media. Yeah.
So how can we enforce amun tuguchu alak ko ngot keng'ololchi kityo biik kelenji matoyai kole lakini ko biikab Kenya ak human beings generally ko biik che ngot kemetochi freedom they misuse the freedom. Kilyonchin nguni asikomuch kobit amun to some extent kora ko makimoche kobit too much regulation especially from the government, but how do we balance between regulation and responsibility?
Ingele makat yagi introduce ni sheria na pa cyber crime and criminal activities cha gangs in online pamakat ko naise geleji inaise geleji ngiaine ko ne repercussions chaji mele gange regulating digital activities ko gagilen mat kyai kapsa this and this me some other things yai geren guna digital animation chuja kya ginde ambo president. Those are things that magat kikaji regulations. And these social media applications chukipa ishigara kumagat kinde some regulations because some others kumatindo kapsa regulations. Yeah.
Kwani there's gora mi ng'alek chebo digital kora ko one of the selling points nekibo serikali kingomwochi neranik kolenji kimoche keyotwok digital superhighway, kimoche digital hubs in every ward. Kokimwoe kole imuchi iboisie chito imiten resop olimbo Taptengele olin, lakini imuche iboisiechini a company nemiten US, imuche iboisiechini a company nemiten UK. As it is right now, ko information netindoi ko tos kikosulda that part of the digital revolution ana takotomo amun most youth chemiten olimbo mashinani ko imuch kotakotinye challenges. Maana ale tos according to the research nekoiyai ko tos kikobois ana takomiten some more input from the government nemakat.
Tuko magat some more input because tungo bais mi masweka ngot mami network kengalale sai mi chito ne manda network nebo Safaricom ko Airtel to mangot ko kongen kokachi support ngot ko that is a private company yes lakini muy kwai partnership ak serikali kon region chito kora konyor network because ama build na digital app ingen ile itegemeane network and the speed of network connectivity. So kazi nebo online ko magat ile kilipanden kosubkei ak outcome nekekon melen ngele digital app ako mami network neranani komie komami makoi iyai kazi komie it will be poor in service.
Okay.
Yeah.
Akot kora yu kitestai kechere neranik kochutyi ng'alek chebo muswoknotet komi one sector ne tiengei emetab Kenya nekotiengei emetab Kenya for the longest time ako noto ko sector nebo kabatisiet. En nguni ko one of the policies nekinyoko implementen President Ruto ko nebo subsidization nebo fertilizer. ako noton nekimwa kole kimache kesubsidisen production instead of consumption. Ako nguni ko kokochanga the amount of food being produced en emetab Kenya nguni ko mi barak. According to kereng'ung, amun okot machitugul nemuche kochutyi ng'alek chebo digital. Miten biik alak che literacy nenywanet in terms of technology ko tomo koit a point nemuch koboisien konyorchigei an income. En kabatisiet ko tos mi opportunities kora en youth chebo emetab Kenya kotokochutyi yoto asikomuch konyor kelchin akichek?
Yes, agroeconomics komi kabisa opportunities mura kijana. We can even ingele ngetinye supply and production of something komuch angot ke export. Ameche iro sahi kitu ke import ni mchele. So it means we have low production of rice. Ya meri hapo itu kele ki import ni pandek. So chepkondo jakata ki import ni those products kotakagi at least we engage also in farming. It means these scale farmings. So ngele go opportunity opening. Yeah.
Okay. Keistoenge noto Nimrod, amache keteng'alalen akobo ng'alek chebo entrepreneurship. Kangeng'alalen kitinye en tai, lakini how viable is it koik entrepreneurship a way out of unemployment anan koik a way towards empowerment en neranik? Ako tos mi barriers che tos kiri experiencen or cheikomuch komwaun neranik ot mara chebunu aldai kolenjin Nimrod, atinye this challenge and this challenge ko amache anam aik an entrepreneur lakini I have this and this challenge. Tos is it, first of all, is it a viable option kemang'unen unemployment and poverty?
Yes, entrepreneurship is a very good option. Nemuch ko strike unemployment and poverty. But now the challenge in Karango, any other entrepreneur, ngenile Karago tegemeana kutkundi road networks to target the connectivity. Any other thing on our infrastructure actually. Infrastructure the target Karago Jota Karaja para entrepreneurs. Ngenizile app committee tanamagar ko sa plan something from one place to another as an entrepreneur para. Lakini barabara mami kabisa. Ngele ko kako barbares. Kotuko ki issue bara. Igere ile ikutinye entrepreneurship kutinye infrastructure bara. It is a chain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kuni nguni ko just isharen kityo a few examples chebo potential opportunities chemuch ko exploren neranik chebo emetab Kenya in terms of entrepreneurship.
So ingeni ile nguna tegemeane amaye kwenda entrepreneur kama kati start ana place ile. What is the opportunity na available ngato? Kunguno ajita ne minyeri kogere kole ne tos anyoru customers. Tegemeane ak your customer. So with your entrepreneur the image you entrepreneur kama kati iro koro customer ko irani nya legend this opportunity is good for you in this and this. But ameje yamaita with is study your environment so that you start something you run something you run something the mechanic product magmeje liabilities. Yeah.
Koni nguni okot en kasarta nekimache entrepreneurship ko mache ke empoweren youth. Ako en Kenya ko there are two categories chebo youth. Miten youth chemiten urban areas, miten chemiten rural areas. Ako there is the notion sait age nekibwotyin kele youth chemiten urban areas ko more privileged or tinye advantages over the youth chemiten rural areas. Maono ngot ko is it a correct position kemwa kele chemiten urban areas ko more tinye more opportunities ana kergei? Ako ngot ko makergei ko what are the unique challenges che faceni chemiten urban versus chemiten rural areas?
So Jamita urban areas are more better of Jamita is good because those ones can at least road infrastructure, road networks, drainage and all these others, or at least ko
Mm.
maya kararan iti ko improved. Ginyo jo mi taka blanco ti villages and like mi villages chima mi ango para.
Mm.
So that connection, the connection from one place to another, it is impossible. So
Mhm.
the limitation korani tindo ajunda ko kan ingen level with good road network itinye good customers as an entrepreneur.
Mhm.
Calling go mamite customers as an entrepreneur.
Mm.
So therefore, major work improving the infrastructure in big meet rural areas than the people from so that they can be also similar to people in the urban areas. For the urban areas, what they more face right now, it is these crime activities. More so as in your somebody katinda entrepreneur business in kanyi go putita kako jor kako liyo. That's why you'll always there is higher crime rate in urban areas because in rural areas.
Mm.
Yeah.
Between the two, Kora, the two categories, chaba youth, chaba urban and rural areas, ko kemo ele tinye different challenges, but of course, Kora tinye different opportunities. Ago among wale, there is a possibility never why check at collaboration. Maana wale those what sort of collaboration ne muche why youth chamiten rural, ak chamiten urban areas, asiko much konyor tukul kibagenge, konyor keljin tukul kibagenge.
So, much, for instance, the urban area, kumuko inende ne kunaldo the seller, and then the
Mhm.
rural area, quick the producer, you produce niga jinim nem urban area. So that's copy that chain, kujing mun urban area customers. So that
Mhm.
the rural areas to be used as production, ke paishi go gulinda ko production.
Mm.
Which kile sometimes got ko ang danyo ni jita ko I want to be an entrepreneur akata okin producing some let's say juice down ko ingel ko mangat ko ra genyo products che rural areas
Mhm.
kutat commit that chain the flow of currency from urban to rural.
Mm.
Yeah.
So basically, go imoele nyalu ko createn youth both jamii and town ishe ak jamii te mashinani go createn networks.
That network. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. And how important or how powerful is networking? Agora interesting lecture for mentorship. How powerful is that?
Networking is very key because through networking in your opportunities.
Mhm.
Through that networking, you outsource you outsource the open and the open caps. Some without networking, kung ako inairan ile nene meeting who gericho, age mijita age who kapsa. So
Mm.
you need that network. Akiro ile kapa no gotos nene tosa ingia na kine with my entrepreneurship skills. Sa unemployment is at least need develop.
Mm.
So ko ginyo mentorship cookie because ni ko konin skills college in this skill you can advance more and skills to get me
Mhm.
munyi gaji dita ke mentorship leji ya get mentorship at this educational nini komi dita ne munyi ne rani ja go agro crafting of who avocado sanane kunejo there is this modern agriculture for instance.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's an example of a good mentorship the Muki with modern agriculture, it comes in agonate. Now we have more productivity from the input. So we produce more.
Mm.
Yeah, and that is why our counties also. Ko jam ko ndo in jam ko county mi jep ko ndo actually about these things in counties.
Mhm.
Ki ko mi jab NP something na pa agriculture.
Mm.
Ko always do this. Ang ko jam ka education in production jaba chingo. Komite jagi mutu jam ko lembi gi mute kitunguri kiro production of milk. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. AI ang nang nature to bulja. Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Okay, ketege mi to that point about mentorship. Ko apart from mentorship in terms of entrepreneurship and opportunities chapa mungare tak paisyon ko mi gora the other side about mentorship not about leadership. Amun eventually go the youth chapa today they will at some point become leaders chebo either today or tomorrow. How should they seek out mentors? Amun chang kandoik kobaten how do you identify ile this specific leader na amache agakta na amache kota koneta na koborwon oret?
For leadership igere scorecard nebo leader ile une scorecard nenyi. Makoi rani nyebai kumenda nebo chito ne kimi olin komi kochorse. Ne ngomi olin komi mami developments kakwachi biik. So ngimeche nguno menda nengung igere scorecard nebo chichot ile une. Nginyoru chito na kikemwaitate corruption every now and then, that cannot be a good mentor nebo any other youth nemeche ko development. Yeah.
In terms of kora peer-to-peer networking and connections, ko one of the most powerful ways nemiten en nguni ko ngalek chebo social media. Ale tuitos biik from different places chema lazima kirotuye physical, lakini imuch komi age Mombasa, komi age Nairobi, miten age Eldoret, mi age Bomet. Sometimes ko they can be misused. Ako omuche otuyege neranik for a specific purpose, no lele kimbacha sige knowledge maybe nebo kabatisiet, lakini ndo mure kwenet olono kochutyi ngalek alak, kochut ngalek chebo activism. Now ngalek chebo activism, it's a good thing amun it's a freedom of speech in terms of komwa biik tuguk chemache, lakini where is the danger nebo ngalek chebo social media activism?
Ingen dangers on social media activism ko ingen ile mi chito ne kangonyo ko katinda agendas by a distraction on something or somewhere. So ingen ile nguno kakutuye ko social media kune komakoishana ala agenda nengung ak motive nengung ko ne. So sometimes aminyoru angot kele ngakerecruiten some youths koya some bad things. It begins like igere ko activism lakini behind it kuma activism kinetesetai. Ko tukun cheyachen chetesetai ingin tamke kure dark space. Yeah, so side things kora meche kekere, that's why nguno cham ikere komindo regulations kakilen makikoin lagok under this age this social media access on this and this, because mite biik cheyachen chemi dark space and they can really misuse it and can cause a very serious damage. Yeah.
So how what would you advise neranik che imuch kikonyorgei in such a situation ana ko che imuch kotomo ko explore that side nebo social media? What sort of warning or advice would you give them?
Am I engaged in kitang social media? Learn that person. Angot aje ko ki victims ko tukun cheu cho mengen ile kamoti nebo chichat ko ni. Mi kityo mi nebo kityo kongem. Yani roho yake kwa samis. So at the end of the day utapata kako vitu tukun che makararan.
So mwachini neranik ilenjini what to look for. Yon nemache inai ile chito nekile anan chito nekere kongololi missing en social media, how do you identify biik che genuine ak biik che imuch komutin elea? So
kas kit nemwoe ak kiame bi reviewen ibi chekan reviews chebo biik ile kikemwoe akobo ne reviews, because much inyoru chito ibinyoru conman nengini ngalalu ko kararan kabisa ngutit lakini ndelen iro tukini kone koyachen. So nai reviews nebo biik inai ile une chichi, une review nebo chichi, tos kila mahali kotindoi kesishek dunia kuni. Kot ngikas tukun cheu cho stay away from it, because this social media mi countries cheu Nigeria ko kikongem social media fraudulent activities neboishe, because it began like activism lakini delen iro ko mokornatet. So many countries angot ngib kosom visa ko makoyoni because makomi that trust. Yeah.
Okay. So okot ngandan mi that danger nebo social media nemuch keboisien keyai tuguk che makororon, ko is there a way neimuch keboisie social media for good in terms of amu mi biik che marginalized in society ako they don't have a voice? Is there a way nekimuch keboisien the force of social media keyai tuguk chekororon?
Yes, mite. So social media can be used as a platform of education. Kinet biik kelechi kimakchinigei ni ako net kele ngyai topic rani we bring people to understand akongen kole bichu kotindo akude kora eng society. Nengonet biik kongen kole ineti kit neingen makomache tindoi plans alak. Much angot that social media iboisie inet angot chito age nemining akobo agriculture, industrial economic agriculture, because mi angot much konetin chi nemi London kolechi kiyae production kuni in agriculture. Konet age nemite Japan kobun age nemi ano Thailand akan Asian skills. So it means kora kumeche you fall in a group of people in a community that has a reason and a purpose. Yeah.
Nimrod, amache kityo atebenin akobo amun leadership anan leaders chemiten nguni chekikilewen ak chemiten serikali they play a very big role in terms of shaping the direction nebo emet ako shaping the direction or the destiny nebo biik chebo emet. How do you feel en nguni akobo the current political leadership nebo emetab Kenya koboto kora the various policies chekikomuch koimplementen serikali? Tos ikere konoptoi neranik anan chilchin ng'weny neranik?
So so far much alejin improveni kiasi melen kokoit chemakat ako mi somata places somata issues chemakat koro serikali kosiden down biikab chemi serikali kole amune simakiityo kote problem kon solution kot ng'alecha. But so far ko ngele around in percentage ko 10% from my hand. Yeah. Ako notok
Testa.
ako notok neikere kokokochi vijana chechang kole kaikai kebe keeku kandoik acheke tos kisolven problems ichuto. Yeah.
Tos mi any specific or changes chemuch isuggesten ile ndakiyai kouni kole in terms of policies che affecteni youth directly ndonyoru one-on-one session ak ngele President William Ruto anan ko kandoik alak tugul cheimuch kotinye that input anan tinye say in terms of direction nebo emet ko ndakilenchin isuggestenchi a few things che ndakiwale komuch kotoret neranik ko tos ne choto?
So mwaso nguno ta tugun isuggesten cheu much ibu kineu and even it is not like ngele ngot ko in budget koma yame komi at least kitu kama same industry nengo at least muy kwa kuban vijana karibu at least let's say a number like 400 in each constituency ingeni ile kwa matumaini vijana jungule with time things is changing and it is growing kwa motivation kwa jumla. For instance kingo toige kin kukeda nemite lemase igere ile kabisa imepika cheki vijana at least to some point janga kabisa youth chemindo side things temakati ako magimejo kora kine monopoly.
Okay.
The monopoly to the government. Nguna mwike bamasta gerani vile na masweke ba agriculture inyo masta kala ko mi in technology inyo ano even if it is nuclear plants kora kitinye sinye mineral. So tukun je ujo ko nguna ko mi ango vijana ja kai ko nuclear sam ko kere ko le we are remembered kagi we are inclusive the government indo representative. Yeah.
Kotinygei ng'olionoto kemwa nebo inclusivity ko of course neranik komoche keprioritizen their issues but how can the youth chebo emetab Kenya keep the government accountable angot ko mainde tai makutik chebo neranik? What should the youth do probably without resorting to kambakoshek tuguk cheu chon?
So nginyo nguno ko county government komi kini cham kekure youth policy. Cham komi that you kiintroducen kiyotok siko kaita their policies vijana.
Mm.
So most of these vijana meche kekur kora these events ak implementen youth policies. Mi counties alak in Kenya che kiko implementen komi chetomo. Kunandi mami. It's not
Mm.
working youth policy. Ako miten budgets kora. Ko nguno tugun cheu choto makat kora kemwochi vijana koro.
Mm.
Singip koityi issues koite kelen ni ko makat koityi president ko kakobun governor. Kobun MCA.
Mm.
Yeah.
Kuni in terms of the keteche emet nation building ko of course youth en emet agetugul ko the most creative people ko young people the youth nebo emetab for example nebo emetab Kenya imuche koboisioito ano their creativity neranikab emetab Kenya asikomuch koaddressen challenges chemiten chebo inequality, ng'alek cheu chebo poverty, ng'alek cheu chebo tribal divisions chemiten emetab Kenya. Imuch koboisioito ano their creativity sikimuch overcome these challenges.
So nguna our youth ko very creative. Mi angot chemuch kochob artifacts chenga exporten kotindoi chepkondok. So now when the youth go for instance nabo artifacts ko makat kora kong'et the government kochengchi marketing. Miten that somebody natononjin in foreign affairs. That one will be accountable kocheng'e marketing nebo biik nebo in products chemuch kokon youths. Akiam ko kora government ko makat ko supporting skill. Ango sahi abinyoru mechanic nemuch kochob karit lakini matindoi that support. Kele makitindoi akot en car manufacturing industry. Angot nguno is kele kitindoi assembly but we cannot manufacture. So the makat akot kele kitinye akot agenge anan ko aeng kengalali nguno. Yeah. So at least angot ngetau ki neu in financing of vehicles ke financing chebunu emet niya because angot ngiro angot ko America ini karishek chechang ke financing ako most of them is American cars komuch mi age ne kwa Uber komi nelian komi na so it's because they are supporting these people who produce it akyam nye finance and new ko finance and so go work back you know that circulation in the round is ke support ni koyo kunje kondo ko that is how we should go.
Kongoi mising Nimrod, agere kakolabat sait. Amache akonin kityo boroindo ing'ololji first and foremost ing'ololji neranik chebo emetab Kenya in terms of ikochi icheket cherset akobo the future. Imwochi something nemuch kokochi icheket hope for the future, what they should do to get ready to take advantage of opportunities chemiten tai chetesetai kobitu. Ak nebo oeng ing'ololji kora kandoik especially chotok kikilewen chekikochi mandate biikab emet komuch koba bunge, koba senate, koba this county assembly. Ing'ololji the youth, ing'ololji the leadership so that we can bring the show to a close.
So for the youths ameche alejok ameche isich kamang'unet ile yes we can because ameche iro opportunity chemite your place kuya kakemwa kele ngimi entrepreneurship is tatan ile ne opportunity netos anyoru ako kora ngot ko youth next coming 2027 acheng leaders chengip ko represent na kokonok developments konok job opportunities and you know as the youth you are the sharks. The sharks in the auction. So you are like you can eat all the fishes. So we the youth can change the country, and we the youth could take energetic. The energy for development because for any industry and a country to develop, you need an energetic people. So leaders to meet the serikali, please let us watch on the problems they face in our people. Let us not mark problems they face in picture. An opportunity to exploit them more. And let us close these gaps. More so corruption. Corruption is the one that has killed our country. And also, let unemployment. Imagine give market vision 2030, give me vision 2030 and employment rate give me 80%. We will end up in a crisis in the tanks in our country because of unemployment. because many youths are very smart, intelligent. They can outrun the system. So ngeger ko viongozi ngoger viongozi chemite serikali kioto, because the more we do this, we are putting our country in a jeopardy, and it will be a very, very risky thing. Thank you. Yeah.
Kongoi missing Nimrod agere wala basayan missing amache kotikitukyin yoto tetutiet nebo Ikweny Emet nebo wikini. Amache kongoi missing en kasarta nekeib ing'ololwech ing'ololchi biikab bororiet nebo Kalenjin missing ko neranik en ui tugul olemiten kokere ketesiet nebo Kass TV en cherset nekoikochi icheket akobo cheng'et nebo ortinwek cheimuch konyorunen borotet konoto kimwoe kele kongoi missing. Chitab Kalenjin noto ko Nimrod Kimel, inendet ko neran nemiten emet nebo Marekani ne kaimuch kokonech boroindo tetutiet nebo Ikweny Emet. Konoto chitab Kalenjin akoi wikit nenyone sinyoru tetutiet age nebo Ikweny Emet. Kainenyun ko Victor Korir, kakimiten ak Nimrod Kimeli, kemoche kemwoun kembout nekararan missing ak itestai iker Kass TV amun kimnotet nait.